What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope everybody's doing well out there on this Monday. I'm doing pretty good myself. For it to be a Monday, it's very, very nice where I'm at. 77 degrees, not too hot, not too cold. You understand? I come across this particular story right here that happened in Indianapolis, basically in my neck of the woods. Um, about this young mother. Her name is Jessica Dottie Whitaker. She was 24 years old, is shot dead in front of her fiance after saying all lives matter during an argument with Black Lives Matter supporters. Okay. uh, you know, it's not wise for in this racially charged society that we're living in these days for a group of white people to be out talking about no all lives matter, to people that's black right now. You understand? You wouldn't even be saying all lives matter in the first place had black people have never even come out with Black Lives Matter. And the only reason why black people felt the need to justify, our lives is mattering is because of the tyranny that's been opposed. No, expressed. You know what I mean? Up on our race. All right, and that's just all there is to it. So naturally, we're going to say our lives matter, which we know that anyway. But for whatever reason, it's like these racists don't care about that. So I guess they feel the need to come up with some term like, Black Lives Matter. Now to get into this story, there's another woe that's going to come up that basically instigated this whole entire problem situation in the first place. Okay, it says here a young Indiana mother was shot dead in front of her fiance after she reportedly told a group of Black Lives Matter supporters all lives matter over 4th of July weekend. Jessica Dottie Whitaker, 24, was taking a stroll with her fiance Jose Ramirez and two others near the Indianapolis Canal walk around 3 a.m. in the morning, all right, on July 5th. Ramirez says that the four of them were hanging out when one of them used a slang version of the N word. Okay, Fox 59 reports. There we go. That's the main thing that kicked off, you know, uh, this woman's demise. Okay, racially charged situation. Number one, you out here at 3 o'clock in the morning. You understand? And you said that this woman has a 3-year-old child. Now, you 24 years old, you have a 3-year-old child, and you out 3 o'clock in the morning. What the hell are you doing out 3 o'clock in the morning in the first place? You should be at home with your child. Okay? Number one. Number two, you should not be, like I said, in a group running around using racial slurs on black people, calling them niggas or what have you. But to continue, a group of people nearby reportedly comprised of 4 men and 1 woman objected to hearing the phrase, and a confrontation is ensued between the two sets of strangers. All right. And I guess this is the young lady right here that got her life taken. You know what I mean? It's a shame, but I mean, why would you instigate? Why would you even go out here and cause a situation like that in the first place? Makes no sense to me. I mean, I mean, right now, in media, and I guess this is her baby, her 3-year-old child. She should have been at home with him. Number one. But in this country right now, I've seen so many videos where you get white people calling black people niggas. You understand? Instigating these kind of situations, and hey, just like in this case, sometimes it's fatal. All right, it does not end well for the one that's mum or hollering nigger. Okay, and then right away they want to apologize. It's too late to apologize. But to continue, during their argument, the offended individuals reportedly shouted Black Lives Matter, to which either Whitaker or someone else responded, all lives matter. Okay? Now, right there, that's just going. You just throwing gasoline on an already lit fire, and we know what happens when you do that. All right. Um, Robert Dowdy, well, Robert, yeah, Dottie, the victim's father, confirmed with the Daily Wire that his daughter said all lives matter during the exchange. Ramirez said both groups brandished guns at each other, but eventually talked through the issues. Fist bumped and walked away from each other. It was squashed, and they went up the hill and left. We thought, but they were sitting on St. Clair waiting for us to come under the bridge, and that's when she got shot, said Ramirez. Wow. See, they didn't let it go. You know what I'm talking about? It would have been cool had, this situation never happened. And I'm almost sure, I can say this, if someone in their group never would have said nigger, and if she never responded when they said Black Lives Matter and she responded, if she never responded all lives matter, this wouldn't have happened. Now, should that the people from so-called Black Lives Matter supporters, should they have shot? No, not naturally. I mean, not really, because it's just a word. You know what I'm saying? It's just a word. But like I said, we live in a racially charged society at this time. And it's just not wise to be out here for white people meddling, disrespecting, and offending black people. This is what we're getting now. All right? And I guess this is her fiance. There's Jose Ramirez right here, along with her. I can imagine what happened I can imagine what happened. This is the more smooth version of the situation in this story. See, three o'clock in the morning, y'all grouped up. Huh? What was y'all doing out there that late? See. To continue, a suspect reportedly began shooting from a nearby bridge and fled the scene shortly after. Ramirez told WTHR that he had his arms around Whitaker when she was fatally struck. I was actually holding her when it happened. She just fell, he said. He admits that he opened fire back at the suspect, but said it was just a reaction. I didn't see nobody. Hopefully, I didn't hit nobody. Whitaker was rushed to a local hospital where she succumbed to her injuries and was pronounced dead. I'm never going to get that. Well, I'm never going to hold her again. The victim mother's Arlene Dottie said, I just want the people who are responsible to be held accountable. Before her death, Whitaker was a home health nurse who planned to attend school in August and get married next year. She leaves behind her 3-year-old son named Grayson. Justice for us, mostly for him. He's got a mom he probably won't even remember when he gets older, said Ramirez. Ramirez, when speaking to Fox 59, was overcome with emotions and became tearful when speaking about his fiance. Yeah, I bet. You know what I mean? And I guess this is all three of them right here. Bad situation. You know what I mean? But hey, all this old nigga shit and all lives matter. I haven't seen a video where some white woman, she lost her job, by the way. She was at some event, her and her cohorts talking about white lives are better than black lives. You understand? All this old shit, you know what I mean? Just continually, agitating the situation and what have you. It does not help. It don't help, and things are starting to actually end in situations like this. See? So if you don't want things in there, just keep your damn mouth shut. Go about your business and let others go about their business. Most likely there won't be a confrontation. See? To continue, she shouldn't have lost her life. She's got a 3-year-old son she loved dearly. It's hard to tell him his mom is in heaven And if you want to talk to her, you have to look up and say, "I love you, Mom." He added, "We're going through a lot. The 3-year-old doesn't know even understand really." Okay. Whitaker is one of 3 deaths along the canal last week, and one of the well, let me see, and one of several that occurred at the hands of gun violence over the 4th of July weekend. Indianapolis residents have called for our city official to make the area safer, and Ramirez questioned why a curfew has been implemented at the downtown attraction. Our message is that the canal is still a safe place to go, said Indianapolis Metro Police Department Captain Jerry Leary. Authorities released via Fox 59 potential suspects at the scene that morning. All right. To continue here, it says right here, a GoFundMe page has been created to cover Whitaker's funeral costs and raising her son. It has already garnered nearly $35,000. The fundraiser has a goal of $1 million. All right. Jessica was a wonderful mother, wonderful mother, sister, daughter, fiance, friend, aunt, cousin, and co-worker. An accompanying message read, "Loved by many and will surely be missed by many. She made sure everyone around her was happy before she was. She does not deserve deserve this." All right. On Facebook, Robert Dottie has shared several gut-wrenching messages after his daughter's unexpected death, as well as justice for justice, hashtag justice for Jessica. All right. Have you ever missed someone so much that that event, he thought, yeah, that's what, let me read this again. He says, have you ever missed someone so much that event, he thought of them, made you cry? One photo he shared said, all right, that's what it says, "I'm emotionally lost." Another photo read, "I love you, baby girl." On Tuesday, Dottie revealed that he got a tattoo of his daughter's name on his upper right back. "Okay, I did a thing," he wrote on Facebook. Guess it's the picture right here. Let's see. Family members have called for Black Lives Matter movement to label dang, this is all jacked up. Let me read this again. Family members have called for the Black Lives Matter movement to, it don't even say to label. It don't say to be labeled. I guess that's what they meant. To be labeled a terrorist group. Ain't this a bit, echoing a similar Sunday statement from President Trump loyalist Rudy Giuliani. Giuliani, whatever his name is. In one Facebook post, Dottie responded to one woman's demand that Black Lives Matter is labeled a terrorist organization by saying, I totally agree. Bullshit. But you don't go, I'm going to say this, you ain't going around talking about label the Klan and Aryan Nation a terrorist group. So why should Black Lives Matter be? Look how many deaths, people have died by the hands of true racist terrorist group like the KKK and the Aryan Nation skinheads and all that. Look how many black people died, but you never heard these people come out, Robert Dowdy, and say that they should be labeled a terrorist group. See? But you lose your daughter, now Black Lives Matter should be labeled a terrorist group. Bullshit. I'm not going to go that far to say that, To continue here, it says here, anyone with information about the shooting should call the Indianapolis Metro Police Department homicide offices at 317-327-3475 or Crime Stoppers of Central Indiana at 317, 262, 8477 are tips. The 4th of July weekend saw several shootings and deaths as gun violence overshadowed a typically joyful holiday. Yeah, I don't even celebrate that stuff, to tell you the truth. You know, I don't even celebrate it rather, because the thing is this, when they were talking about establishing their independence, our people was in suffering, we was in bondage. You know what I mean? So what's so independent about the 4th of July? See, the truth is being revealed. The Most High, man, is lifting the veil from over our eyes, and we see things for the way it is now. See, and hey, it's not going to get no better for the enemy. I'm gonna just say that. In conclusion, here, in New York City, at least 41 people were shot, 6 fatally, and in shootings overnight, police said. A 21-year-old man died after he was shot in the chest at about 12:45 a.m. Sunday in Brownsville, Brooklyn. Less than 2 hours later, a 23-year-old man was shot in the back in Harlem before being rushed to the hospital. Wow. A 40-year-old man was fatally shot in the chest on the Sutter Avenue in Brooklyn. In another incident, a 19-year-old was shot in the chest. All chest shootings. Wow. And a 27-year-old was shot in the shoulder in East Flatbush. The 19-year-old was later pronounced dead at the hospital. There was some cops. They were talking about they can't wait till the 4th of July to start blowing some niggers away. Too. There's been a lot of that kind of stuff. How we know these things ain't racially motivated? But they just write it off as gang violence. In conclusion, it says here, meanwhile, one of the children killed in Chicago was identified by her mother as 7-year-old Natalie Wallace. That's a shame, man. These people are going around opening fire on children. Listen at this shit. And who does that? Who does that? Why would a gang of black people want to go around and just open fire on children? Wow. But to continue, the girl was playing outside her grandmother's house in the city's Austin neighborhood during a 4th of July party when a vehicle pulled up and 3 men emerged and began shooting indiscriminately. At about 7 p.m., Natalie was shot in the head and rushed to the hospital where she was pronounced dead, according to the Chicago Tribune. Chicago's heart is broke. Chicago Police Chief Fred Waller said a 7-year-old girl was taken from us. She was here visiting family. Now she's gone. Mayor Lori Lightfoot tweeted, tonight a 7-year-old girl in Austin joined a list of teenagers and children whose hopes and dreams were ended by the barrel of a gun. We cannot grow numb to this. We are making progress in slowing shootings, but we have to do better. Every single one of us. Yeah, there's a lot of gun happiness out here. Damn shame, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what this video is. I guess it's 42 seconds. Oh, some police cruiser got shot up or whatever. Let me see. Yeah. New York Police Department cruiser left with bullet holes after someone shot at officers. Get used to that. Get used to that. And you can thank your fellow rotten ass, police brutality ass practicing officers who does that. Go around murdering black folks, shooting them in the back, choking them out, choking them to death and all that kind of stuff, ganging up on them, choking them, beating them and all that kind of stuff. Get used to it. It's coming. It's going to be even more than that. Yeah, but y'all, this situation right here could have been avoided. Number one, you out 3 o'clock in the morning, you understand, and using racial slurs against a group of black folks, and wow. I'm gonna say this. I would hate to have seen what would have happened had they came across one black person, male or female, at 3 a.m. in the morning. The group that Jessica Dottie was with, all of them. And they came across one black male or female. All right. I can imagine what would have happened. I can imagine. I can imagine. So, like I said, this could have been avoided and what have you. And news flash to racist whites that's out here traveling in groups. Black people are not putting up with your tyranny anymore. And that's just all I got to say about it. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this particular story right here. I'm interested in hearing y'all thoughts and views on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.